New hero, you guys.
Woot
New
woot!
hero. New hero.
Yay!
It has been hell on wheels trying to stay unspoiled for this because we're recording about 36 hours after the drop.
I've mostly seen fan art. That's mostly what I've been seeing about people's reactions to it, but
I mean,
I don't think I've seen anything overtly spoilery.
Well, what's hysterical, I was watching the Overwatch League last night because they were playing, and they're like, by the way, we introduced a new hero. Here's the video. And I'm like, ah!
You monsters!
It's like that episode of How I Met Your Mother where they're all trying to not be spoiled for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You gotta put the Ted blinders on.
I thought I'd be okay.
The sensory deprivation goggles.
But yeah, so, Brigitte origin story.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Yay!
Let's do this. I'm so excited. Click. I love that use of tobacco is always in the warnings. Like, God damn it, McCree.
In stories, the heroes get the honor and glory. But their gleaming armor, their mighty weapons, the people who built them were heroes in their own right. And I thought I was gonna follow in their footsteps.
She did armor the cat.
But a hammer and tools can't fix every problem.
No.
There are some things that can never be repaired. It's not enough to wait until the battle is over to fix their armor and bandage their wounds. If you can fight at their side, you can try to keep the blows from falling. And maybe even protect them from themselves. I am Brigitte Lindholm, and I will be their shield.
She is a goddamn D&D paladin.
I love it. I really love their 2D, their full CG animated shorts are always really beautiful and great, but I really do have an appreciation for their 2D character trailers too.
I wish they'd do another one like the Doomfist reveal. Just
that was
fully animated. That was nuts.
I mean, this reminds me a lot of Sombra's.
Yeah.
Sombra's little teaser, and even Moira's a little bit. Yeah. She's adorable. She's so cute. Okay, so is she effective to play, like, now? Is she available now?
She's in the PTR. She's in the playtest region, so people who are on PC and who are in the PTR can use her, and there's already gameplay footage up. She's classified as a support character, but she's part healing, part tank.
That makes so much sense.
She's a fucking paladin. She is a D&D paladin without the religion.
I was gonna say,
I'm in.
At the end there, it did look like she was about to use Thunderous Smite, right?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so
great.
in. Ugh.
That was fantastic.
She's anti-dive. I'm so happy. Let's fuck up dive composition. Let's do it. Wreck the current meta. I don't even care. As a Symmetra main, quit making Winston your main tank. Because nothing wrecks a Symmetra like a Winston on the opposite team.
I'm just wondering, as far as the Overwatch League goes, like when they plan on wide releasing her, how many... I imagine probably not very many because people will want to stick to what they know and what they're good at, but...
I would imagine... When things go live in the game, they don't always necessarily go live in Overwatch League. Like, the Mercy nerf went through, but they played with the previous Mercy comp up through the end of Stage 1.
Wow.
Because they didn't want to screw up everyone's everything in the middle of competition.
That makes sense.
And now that that Mercy nerf has gone through and they've had a week to get used to it, because there was a week off between Stage 1 and Stage 2, and now the compositions are completely different because Mercy plays differently. So I would imagine, I doubt that it's going to be very long before Brigitte goes live in game. Especially since she went live on the PTR the second this trailer dropped. So I don't think it's going to be very long before she goes live in game. I don't think they'll be using her in the Overwatch League until Stage 3.
That makes sense.
Because that also gives them some time to kind of learn to play her on their downtime and all that fun stuff. And then as a team, say, who are our main tanks? Who are our main supports? Have you learned Brigitte? How does she fit into this? Like, what do we do? So it'll be interesting to see how she affects League play. this is definitely going to be another character that I learn. I'm kind of a dedicated support main, and this is just like...
Well, and how great is that she's, like you said, part tank. That's so great. It's like, I'm helping you. I'm going to punch this through this wall now. Yay!
We've also had lore releases around her. Evidently, during an Overwatch mission, like, Torbjorn nearly died and Reinhardt saved his life, and that's how Torb lost his arm. And he offered to let Reinhardt name his kid, one of his children. Evidently, Brigitte is his youngest.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Torbjorn has a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. And Reinhardt's just kind of part of the family, but he offered to let Reinhardt name her, provided that his wife approved the name, of course. And Reinhardt is also her godfather. And evidently people have been saying, yeah, she's his squire. And I'm like, I'm not sure if that's a fandom thing or if that's official, but yes! Because she was also the one with him in Honor and Glory.
Yep.
So that was just like,
I saw Keith tweet when this trailer dropped. I saw him tweet like, she's a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
Like, aww.
What I really want, because there's all these jokes about Torbjorn's turrets that he built being like his baby. And so what a lot of people want, because he kind of goes, my baby, when you destroy his turret, everyone wants a reaction line from Brigitte, like, excuse you? You're what now? But what I really want is, because sometimes you get a specific line when you kill one character as another. Like when you're playing Reaper and you take out a Zenyatta, you get 10 cans, a dime a dozen. Because fucking edgelord. What I really want is Torbjorn taking out an enemy Brigitte and saying something like, you're grounded! Because I'm ridiculous.
Oh no!
I do a terrible Torb voice. I hope Keith doesn't see this.
All the dad jokes!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Yes! Oh, I can't wait!
No! Okay, I'm good. Awesome.
Hey Dad, I'm support. Hi support, I'm Dad.
Dad, quit embarrassing me! Embarrassing me in front of the other Overwatch League members! Oh.
Yes. Ugh. And I love it now we have another second gen Overwatch member.
Yeah!
Farah. Like, yes, just, give me that friendship. Give me these two going, yeah, my parents were totally in Overwatch. Except I've known this whole time that mine was alive. He never tried to disappear off the face of the planet.
I feel like they'd have two very different life experiences.
Oh yeah, but still, it's always fun to see the second gen.
Not only was my dad always there for me, but so was my godfather. That sounds nice.
My mom pretended to be dead for decades.
Oh, poor Farah. Just like, wonder what that's like. Mom! Oh, this was great.
Oh my god, this is
She's beautiful and everything about this is great.
There's already people cosplaying
Oh, yeah.
doing makeup tests and stuff. Allie's makeup test is beautiful.
Oh, the freckles. She got the freckles perfectly. Oh, so good.
So I want all of this, and I'm just completely... God, when was the last time I was this excited for a character release? It might have been Sombra. There's nothing wrong with Doomfist or Moira, but that doesn't mean I was super hype about
Well, there was another one too, the robot.
Orisa.
Orisa, yeah.
Pretty dang hype about Orisa.
Well, you're when it comes to Moira and Doomfist, you're not as into the villain characters, with the exception of Sombra, who's a little bit more morally ambiguous.
No, she's working with them. I mean, she's kind of... Yeah,
but
she's straight up...
She's likable, though.
You know what's crazy? We've had... There was a comic about Talon. It was part of Doomfist's introduction, or reintroduction to Talon. And there's a boardroom scene. And Moira is there, and this was before she was released. And we have another Omnic that's in there that we don't think is going to be a player character. And one of the higher-ups in the company that Symmetra works for is there.
Ooh.
So it's just looking at this lore and going, yes, hello, give me more.
Senora Lore, come on, come on.
One day. One day.
One day.
One day, you and your robot friend will get a story.
Tell you about my robot friend. He heals the whole team.
My robot friend.
Still have that cold. Anyway, yes, this was great. I can't wait till she goes live, but I probably will have to wait because everyone's going to be picking her immediately when she goes live, and then we'll have to wait forever. Unless you go into a custom game that's all Brigitte all the time.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, my brothers were telling me about when they did an all Reaper match, and they said it was one
Those
of the
are fun!
hilarious things they've ever done.
Those are so stupid, I love it. But before they removed that from Versus AI, we did a full Reaper match, and it was just...
So
oh
fun.
my, it was hysterical. So it's like, well, it's a good thing we're doing Versus AI, because if there were other people on the end of the line, we'd be fucked. Yeah.
I just love how many women are added to the roster.
Yeah.
It's
How many women we started out with, how many body types with women we have.
exactly, and that trend is still continuing. Like, you know, she's not super skinny, but she's not also curvy. You know, she's muscly, but not like
5 of our newly added characters have been women.
yeah, 5. What like Doomfist is a dude. Are there any other male characters that were added? Because I think he's the only male character that was added. Wait, Junkrat?
Junkrat already he was
Okay.
with the release of the game.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, the heist trailer was to release Junkertown, the map.
Yeah.
People are still waiting for them to release the Junkertown Queen as a playable character. We're
Give it
all just
time.
kind of like, hey.
But-
yeah, I think we're pretty close to parity.
But yeah, I think almost every single character they've added has been a woman, and that's freaking awesome. Now, if only the Overwatch League itself would add more than one woman, that would be...
Hey, Shanghai, play her.
Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You might want to disable the comments on this one.
No. Please, I don't disable comments on my Overwatch videos. Some of them are insightful and some of them are hilarious. And some of them get screen capped and deleted. You know who you are.
Anyway, we should probably wrap it up.
We
got other
should.
things to
We
react
should.
to tonight.
Go ahead.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. We have our sister channel, Silver_Screams on the social medias and Silver Screams on YouTube. We do horror there.
Woo!
Keep an eye out for that.
Booga booga booga!
If you would like to support the channel, we have a Patreon if you want to get all sorts of fun, shiny rewards every month. We have a Ko-fi if you would like to throw us a couple of bucks, and we do commissions. We don't take requests. We don't take, you should watch this. We do commissions. So, all of that information is in the description below. If you liked what you saw, if you want to see more of this, if you want to see more of this.
Our counter?
Yeah, the counter. The cows. The cows.
That's what I thought you were doing
And-
fanfare for.
No, just us.
Oh. Ba-da-da-da.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, which I guess is the notifications button, but I prefer saying hit the bell. At some point I will just bring down a bell so I can do that and be a nerd. If you like all of that, if you want to keep seeing what we do, awesome. Do all those things. Either which way, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
So for those of you who have noticed that there is an extra 10 minutes of red bar at the bottom here, we,
Oh, I thought we were going. Are we done? Are we not? What? Katie, what are we doing here?
And here's your Oscar. We don't usually do this.
No.
Normally, if we lose footage for something, it's gone. The exception is if we're doing something in a series, if it's an episode of something that got dropped. Usually our Rooster Teeth stuff. But if it's a one-off and the footage goes missing, which it occasionally does, sometimes our camera just eats things. Usually we don't redo it because it's not fresh.
It's not a real reaction.
Yeah. But for this one, in the span of about 24 hours, I had 3 different conversations with 3 different people, one of whom is very special to me, to the both of us, asking about this and wanting to know what we thought of this. And they, you know, everyone was very disappointed to hear that we lost the footage, so it's been about 3 months since we've watched this, so it's not fresh, but it's not...
It's not like we watched it yesterday. It's not a perfect
memory. This is Honor and Glory.
Yay!
Click. So yeah. We did watch this when it first came out. My God. Stop it. Someone wants my attention and they can't have it.
There must be more than this provincial life.
Okay, but German.
Winston's message wasn't meant for you. This isn't your fight.
Now it's everyone's fight.
Papa told me, after so many years of service, you gave Overwatch everything, and then they pushed you out. Why would you go back to them? What is not mine?
So, that's it. You're leaving us.
I have been called. I must answer. It is a great honor.
To disappear into some secret organization. Give up the glory of being a crusader? I don't think so.
So many crusaders died and we're on the course.
He got picked.
Who does your hair?
The
You probably
crusaders are immortal defenders of Germany. People will be singing songs about our legacies.
Our legacies are our deeds. And this war
Those shoulder pads, though.
is bigger than all of us.
Those shoulder pads.
To the east, they're coming. All right,
The designs
people.
for all these
They're playing our
armor
song.
is so
Stick
cool.
with your dance partners. Let's crush those rust buckets.
Here's your walking stick, old man.
Live with honor.
Time is glory.
Clean waters, burn! Rocket up! Fire!
Said it once, I'll say it again. I need the full movie.
So much. So much. This is how people who don't know how to tank play Reinhardt. This is generally why I don't
I
tank.
love the wind in my hair.
I'm way
Back
too
and protect
aggressive.
your team.
They're just slowing me down. Ah.
Leroy Jenkins!
We're literally dying here! Literally! Robot apocalypse! Whoa. OR-14s.
He's mine.
Damn it, Reinhardt!
OR-14s.
Without his helmet, you crazy!
That's how you know he's a protagonist.
Reinhardt!
Seriously, these suits of armor are beautiful.
They are.
We're being overrun! Fall back to the rally point. I'll get Reinhardt.
Oh, shield down.
No!
I had this.
You did not.
Obviously. They're cutting us off. Let's move.
It's like, yeah, he's being crushed under the thing's foot. I have him right where I want
You
him!
had nothing. I just, having played against Bastions and Orisas and OR-14s during the Uprising event,
That door won't hold.
that many Bastions and OR-14s is a fucking nightmare.
I will hold them off.
you have all the glory? We will fight our way back together.
No, I'm staying here.
But without you,
Lieutenant, you took an oath to be a crusader. Now, keep it.
I won't leave you.
The team needs you. Be their shield.
This is probably like the first person who was really close to him. He probably, yeah.
Reinhardt.
And it is very much his
with
fault.
honor.
Like, there's a difference between losing your friend and losing your CO.
Yeah.
And this is, like, your mentor.
Die with glory,
Oh.
old friend.
We knew it was coming and I'm still tearing up.
Yep.
Seriously, nightmare!
Like, no joke though. Did they collaborate with Pixar in terms of like the tear factor? Because I feel like they probably did.
I mean, this is literally about the robot apocalypse. This is a war. The team tank, doing his job.
I will be your shield.
Yep.
It's fine. I'm not crying. You're crying. It's fine.
Oh, I am crying. Well, that explains why those railings are so fucked up.
No.
I have been called. I must answer. Always.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh, I knew it was coming and still. God. Ooh.
I love.
That's a Reinhardt skin now that
Yeah.
you can get. That is just like,
I absolutely love how, again, the armor, it looks so medieval, but then you have like the Pacific
shield
Rim
generator,
sound
the
effects.
rockets,
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. Everything about it is great.
Is there a minimum size that you have to be to get recruited into the Crusaders?
I feel like, what, 6.5 feet tall is like
At
the shortest.
Built like a brick shit house. And the thing is, I was like, I play Overwatch on the low quality settings because I play it on a laptop and that doesn't always get along. There are some days where it's like, well, let's play a few rounds of versus AI while I wait for all the character models to load. So I miss the details. So I never knew that Reinhardt's name was carved into the bar at the spawn point in Eichenwald. I had no idea. And evidently, after this, they added that Overwatch token.
No.
I don't know, because that fun stuff doesn't show up for me. I don't get the pretty things. That said, when people try to hide things behind things that show up in the shiny graphics but don't show up in the plain graphics, I can see them. Like, why did you hide a turret there? I could see it. No, there's a bush there. There is not a bush there. There is a turret. It's going to murder us all.
I'm a sneaky turret. No, you're not. Pay no attention to the bush. That's what I am.
Pay no attention to the murder bush.
Initiating photosynthesis.
So we went from tragedy to a murder bush. Wasn't that my favorite murder thing, the weapon bush?
I don't know. But no, this is a fantastic, like, even one, it adds a lot to the Overwatch world, but even just in and of itself, it's a great short.
Oh, yeah.
You get so much from the world and the characters, and you have a distinct arc. Like, I think this is probably, I don't know, maybe Bastion too, but I feel like this and Bastion are the character shorts with the best character arcs.
I think you're right.
Because
in terms of just leave me here to die.
Yeah.
Maze
was good, but she didn't necessarily change.
It was a survival story more than a
yeah.
thing.
And we've got the Hanzo one and everything like that. That's more of just like, oh shoot, that person who I thought was dead is actually alive.
I didn't murder them.
This changes context. And same with like Hero 76 and Sombra. It's more like an introduction to the character. This is, yeah, it's showing why Reinhardt is the way he is, but it very much beginning, middle, and distinct arc, growth, and change. And that, again, just as an independent short, I think it's probably the strongest in terms of that sort of structure.
I think you're right. I'd put Bastion. I'd put the Bastion one up there with it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Bastion was a lot more Miyazaki, and this one is definitely war story.
Not to say that the other shorts aren't good. They just had different objectives.
Yeah. Well, and Hero and Dragons, I don't remember if those came out before the game came out, because I got the game, oh god, I want to say 6 to 8 months after it came out. Mm-hmm. So I got it in January of the next year. So that's what sticks in my memory. So I don't remember if the Soldier short and the Hanzo short came out before the game or after the game. But either way, it was still early enough to be an introductory period.
Yeah.
Which is why they're geared that way. Whereas you look at Last Bastion, you look at Rise and Shine, you look at Honor and Glory, these are all shorts that are definitely made to expand the lore and to make you think more about these characters in the same way that the comics do. So yeah.
It's
my emotions. My emotions.
The animation was gorgeous. Yes. The performances were great.
Give me my 10-episode miniseries.
I need it.
Give it to me.
I need it. I need it in my life.
Give me the war. Give me the uprising. Give me the history of the Shimada family.
Heck,
give me the foundation of the Shambhala Monastery and order. Like
I want all of those things, but I also just want office shenanigans. People clocking in and the hilarity that ensues.
Tracer pranking the shit out of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Sombra doing the exact same thing, but on the Talon side.
Oh my god, yes.
Just automatic.
You know, she's just
messing with the automatic doors on Reaper's way in.
Just every time.
Every day. It wasn't funny yesterday, or the day before that.
Sombra,
or the day
I'm carrying groceries. Open the door. I'm not dematerializing the Trader Joe's.
Unless you want to answer to Moira. Very good.
Nobody wants to answer to Moira. Moira's fucking scary.
Reaper, where are the groceries? It's in the refrigerator.
God damn it. All this according to my will. I don't do a good Irish accent and I'm not going to try. But my terrifying horror Irish queen needs her chocolate-covered coffee bean through Trader Joe's.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
okay, this has gotten silly.
This
probably.
We need a laugh though. After
We
that.
do.
Like that.
We do.
Like I'm glad we have another video to react to after this, and it's a little bit funnier. So it's like, okay, we've got the heartbreak sandwiched in between two funny videos. So thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.